What's going on, guys? We're out here on the line today, setting traps. I just thought I'd go over how to set a dog proof. It's pretty simple and honestly pretty self-explanatory, but I'm just gonna show you guys anyhow, and maybe you guys can get a few tips out of this. But yeah, we're gonna grab myself a dog proof. I've got my bait here. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I got my lure here. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. We're gonna pop open the bag, grab out a DP. Those are Duke dog proofs. I really like the Dukes, and it's not just because I'm sponsored by them. They're just a really solid trap, and I like the coating on them. It does wear off pretty quickly, but they're a good little trap, and they're not as expensive as some of the other ones. So anyhow, we're gonna get that stuff out. I'm gonna reach in here, grab my axe and a fence staple. I believe I talked about this before in one of my other videos about fence stapling, but we're gonna talk about it again. Oh, there goes the fence staple. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell, there's a trail that comes through here and goes up through here, and it's a really good trail. And right here is sort of an intersection point. So I'm gonna put my trap right there. We don't really have anything to put our trap onto, like we don't have anywhere to anchor our trap. So that's where fence staples come into play, and that's where drags come into play. So we're gonna find ourselves a decent little sapling. Something like this will do good. There we go. This is more like a small tree, but it'll do just fine. Grab it like this. I want it laying where we can fence staple off pretty easy. That's pretty good right there. All right, now we're gonna grab dog proof fence staple. These are 1 3/4 inch fence staples, I'm pretty sure. Got them at like a Tractor Supply place. Grab the bait, grab my lures. So when you're talking coons, this is my first year trapping. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. But you don't have to be super worried about scent or anything, like at all. You don't have to be worried about scent at all. So we're gonna put this sapling right here so we can put our trap right there, right? We got our fence staple. We'll put it into the chain and then start smacking it into the tree. There we go, that's pretty good right there. And we got our dog proof. We're just gonna plant that guy right there. That's a good spot right there. So we're gonna set our trap. To set the trap, I'm not sure if you guys know or not. You probably already know, but you just pull back the spring here. I can do it really easily with my hands. But you pull back the spring and then you flip the dog over into this little latch. So I go like this, both hands, you pull your dog on top, and then you got it like that. Then you put the dog into that little notch. We'll put the trap right about there, shove that bad boy into the ground. Now for bait, I'm using dry cat food, vanilla, molasses, and corn syrup. And that just makes a really nice, oh, also some raisins in there. And that makes a really good bait. You could just use regular dry cat food with no molasses or anything in it, and it would probably work just fine. But I just decided to add a little bit of flavor to mine. Now, I always used to fill them up all the way to the top. But today, for some reason, I've just been doing it just up to the, you know, a little bit above the trigger type of thing, about halfway up the dog proof. But you want to make sure you get some of the bait underneath the trigger. That way, once a coon clears off the top, he's got to get under that trigger and pull up, and that's how he'll get caught. So for lure, I don't have any like coon lure or anything. I'm just starting to do this now, actually, today. I saw this on, what's the guy's name? Black Spruce Outfitters, I think that's his YouTube channel. I'll put it up on the top right of the screen right now. You guys can go take a look, but he uses like a muskrat lure for this. Just get a little bit on a stick. You don't need much. Look, about that much right there. Just sort of rub that on the top of the dog proof and around the dog proof. And just like that. There you go. That just gives it a little bit of scent. You can just chuck the stick right there. And that just gives it a little bit of scent. When the coon's coming down the trail, he'll smell that and it'll pique his attention. He'll probably already smell the bait because there's lots of yummy stuff in there, but I don't know. You can do what you want. And honestly, that's it, guys. I just thought I'd do a really quick tutorial on how to do this. Like I said, we got a trail coming here. That's a cut cornfield there. Some of that's plowed under, but it's mostly cut cornfield, and it's just going into these trees here. It's, you know, coon trails aren't very big. They're pretty small. But once you figure out what a coon trail is, when you're walking on these edges here or whatever, you'll see them everywhere. I mean, they're everywhere. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I decided to do a little tutorial for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and all that stuff. And please check out my sponsors, Duke Traps, Dan Beaver Trapping Supplies, and Long Creek Trapping Supplies. Links will be in the description below. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to move on down the line. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you then.